Hi there, it's Kristen again with ministrytochildren.com. Today, we're talking about a really neat and often lesser known story in the Bible, and it's the story of Gideon. Now, Gideon is an important story and a fun one to do because it talks about one of those unlikely heroes, one of those people that you wouldn't think would be that special, but that God chose and used in a very neat way. And it talks about kind of an unusual way of conquering someone else as well. So, we're going to do two crafts today that go with the story of Gideon. Now, if you're not familiar, the story of Gideon has to do with the Israelite army defeating a much, much, much larger Midianite army, and all they used to do so was trumpets and water pitchers. Basically, they put torches inside of these pitchers, and they carried those along with them. And then when the right time came, they shouted, they dropped the pitchers, and they had these torches, and the Midianite army got all freaked out and confused, and they basically kind of just fought each other and killed each other. And also they had trumpets because they were blowing their trumpets. So we're going to make a trumpet today. We're also going to make a torch in a cup. So first of all, we're going to do the trumpet because it's pretty simple. And there are different ways that you can go about doing this, but we're going to make kind of the most basic one that you can do. Really, all that you need is some decorating supplies, scissors, and a piece of regular paper. Now you're going to want to cut your paper in order to make it foldable into a cone. We're going to need to make a cone shape so that we can have our trumpet. It's kind of like a megaphone is what it's going to look like in the end. So basically you can do this fancy official way and you can kind of draw a line to guide yourself, or you can just freehand it. So if you're going to draw a line, I would recommend going kind of across the top of your paper and sort of making curved shape, just so you have a curved line. It's a very forgivable kind of a craft though, because even if you don't get your line just perfect, you're going to fold it anyways. So you're just going to kind of make an arc across the top. No way is that even remotely straight. That's okay. And then you're going to cut that part out. And so now you have pretty much a piece of paper. You can use this as like a cardstock. Really works best with this, but you can use just your construction paper as well. It's just going to be a little less durable and sturdy. And then you're going to let the kids decorate it. So they can draw, they can put stickers on it and have fun little stickers. They can use crayons or markers, or if you want to get really fancy, you can use glitter if you're feeling up to that. And then you're going to fold it carefully. And this is the part that's a little flexible and forgiving. So you're going to kind of fold it. I'll demonstrate this again. Fold it so that one side just curves in on the other. You can have this be straight across, or you can have it a little more tilty. You just want to make sure you get kind of a cone megaphone thing going on. Now with this, you can glue it. You can use glue to seal it, though you will have to hold it and let it set before you otherwise it might unravel before you start using it. Or you can use tape straight across the top. You can use more stickers if you want to secure it that way, or you can also use staples. I kind of recommend the staples because they're the quickest, easiest thing that you can do. Or tape. Tape works pretty equally quickly. But the staples are just going to be a little more enduring. And then you're going to take a string, or perhaps a pipe cleaner works really well for this. And you're going to string or pipe cleaner it through to make yourself a handle. So you're going to want to, again, you can tape them down. Or you can use a stapler to staple the pipe cleaners, or you can even kind of slide it in with the grooves. And that's just going to give you a little handle to hold your megaphone. So in the end, you're going to have your Gideon's trumpet. Your pipe cleaner kind of goes at the bottom there. That way you have a little handle. You don't have to have the handle, but it kind of makes it fun because then you can hold the handle and you can have your little trumpet megaphone and go, here come the Israelites, woo! And you've got your fun little trumpet. So that's craft number one, the Gideon trumpet. Now the second craft is also pretty simple. It's just got a couple more steps to it. So we're going to make a torch in a cup. So what you will need for this one, you will need a red tissue paper, works best. You can use just red construction paper if you don't have tissue paper handy. You can even color some paper and make it red. You're going to need a paper towel or toilet paper tube of sorts and some glue, or again, tape could work as well. And then you're going to want a cup of some sort, plastic cup, styrofoam cup, whatever, and some decorating materials, markers, stickers, what have you. So you're going to start out by letting kids decorate their cup and their torch or their torch. They can decorate both of them. They can decorate one of them. They can decorate none of them, however fancy and creative they want to get, and however much time you have. So again, we can use stickers. We can use markers. We can get really fancy. We can get not so fancy. You can do however you want to do your decorations. Go wild, go simple and minimalistic. It's up to you and your kids. So after you've decorated, then you're going to have the kids take their tissue paper and glue it into their tube. So the best way that I'm going to recommend is, since tissue paper can get a little crazy and messy, you probably will want to put the glue straight into the tube. So you can insert the glue. You can use a glue stick. Kind of recommend the white stuff, but glue stick or even tape kind of works. Stapler kind of works, but it just gets tricky because you're going to have to insert it into the tube. So you're going to put the glue into the tube. You can go all the way around, or you can just make one little space, depending on how much paper or tissue paper you have. And then you're going to put the tissue paper into the tube. Hold it there for a second to kind of let it sit. Of course, red doesn't have to be the only thing. You can do orange, you can do yellow, you can do, kind of just think flaming colors, something fiery-esque reminiscent. Unless you just want a blue flame, that works too. So after you have your torch, woohoo, now we have our lovely torch. Then you can put your torch into the cup, because remember they had the pictures they took the pictures with them and put the torches hiding in the pictures. So if you want it to be authentic, I suppose you might want a bigger cup so you can really hide this torch inside of it. But, we're just going for the idea here. Then if you want to get extra fancy, you give the kids a fun party horn so they have a trumpet to go with their torch in the water picture. And you can even put that in there too. So they have this fun little take home that they've got their torch, their pitcher, and even their trumpet. So you've got your cute little take home with you. And you can glue a Bible verse to it. You can write, in the story they said, a sword for Gideon. And so you could write that on the outside, or whatever you want to do. Again, be creative, have fun, make it your own, make it their own, and go make disciples. Thanks. See you next time.